So a friend sent me a computer that's his friend's computer. Um, he told me that the guy replaced the PSU and that the motherboard was dead because the new PSU didn't do anything. So before we replace the motherboard, let's test the new PSU. Hey guys, so I got this computer from a friend of a friend. So we wanted to test the PSU, and the reason why we want to test the PSU, we want to go ahead and avoid having to go over this motherboard and see what's going on or any other components. There's a really fast way to test the PSU. Here is the old PSU. This is the new PSU that he's placed inside of this computer. Now, let me tell you, first of all, before you do what I'm going to show you, you need to disconnect the power. Okay, I'm not going to disconnect the power because I'm already set up. I want to make this a short video. If you take the 24 prong pin and you face it towards you, and sometimes these four bad boys right here are off by themselves on this configuration, they're together. There's a little slot that holds them. That's great. But if they're there or not, doesn't matter. Point it towards you so that the clip is up on top, and you count over 1, 2, 3, 4. You will find the location that will allow you to bypass the motherboard and indicate to the PSU that everything is correct and the circuit is complete and we got everything good. So the reason why we're doing this test real quick, and you can do this with any wire or paper clip as long as it can transfer some kind of power. Also, I told you to unplug it. There's not really a huge shock risk in this, but you might as well just be careful anyways. So the reason why we do this is because we want to bypass the motherboard and see how well this PSU actually works. So we just turn the PSU on, we bypass the motherboard, and we have a problem. Problem is we're starting and we're stopping, okay? So what is going on here is that this PSU is what we used to call DOA, dead on arrival. Okay, this will save you guys a lot of time if you just learn little tricks like this to go ahead and test and figure things out. Or you can bust out your multimeter and start going around and testing for things and go crazy on a motherboard just to find out that there's absolutely nothing wrong with the motherboard. It's actually the PSU. This is an easier way to go ahead and diagnose that by starting with the PSU, which is really easy to test, and making sure that it works. Now, the reason why it's turning on and off is because it has a feature inside of it that is to detect internally a short and shut off immediately. However, it does not have a feature inside of it to tell it never to receive power again, so it's constantly resetting, so it cannot send power consistently to the computer, therefore it doesn't work. Thank you guys.